everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to my channel. This is The Conscious Tarot. My name is Jen. Let's talk about what do you need to know in order to heal? What do you need to know in order to heal? We're going to pick 6 cards for each pile, 6 additional cards. What does pile 1 need to know? What does pile 1 need to know? What will help them? What does pile 1 need to know? 2 more. What does pile 1 need to know? Okay. There we go. For pile 2, what does pile 2 need to know? What will help them? What will help pile number 2? What will help pile number 2? 2 more. What will help pile number 2? What will help pile number 3? These cards are for pile number 3. What will help them? What will help pile number 3? What will help pile number 3? Oh, peekaboo. What will help pile number 3? Oh, there you go. Wow. Oh, wow. You have an extra 2 cards here. Okay. That's for pile number 3. I'm going to go ahead and get adjusted here and put them in the proper piles. Be right back. Hello, pile number 1. You have the Peach Adventurine. It's so pretty. Here, let's move the cards up. Okay, so let's see here. You have the Hanged Man, King of Wands, 2 of Wands, the Justice card, Page of Cups, the Devil. Ooh, I think we can fit them all. The Devil and Death and Rebirth. All right. Okay. So starting your reading with the Hanged Man. Particularly with this deck, it's like this intention is there. There's a deep force here, a powerful energy. You are staying stuck in a situation that you know better. So whether you have, it's almost like you have 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out in this particular relationship. And do you see how there's a cuff around your wrist and you're trying to hold on with your foot, but you know that you're meant to be free. There's a guiding light behind you, always. There's always an angel or people that have passed on that are watching over you. But it's this whirlpool beneath, like there's so many choices that you have, but you're still gripping onto something that is just not worthy of your time. Yeah, you have 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. You want to be out, but there's this pulling you back in, and it's almost like you're choking. Meaning that the relationship is keeping you pulled in, but you're trying so hard to reach for other options. But here are your other options here. They're plentiful. You have a whirlpool of options, but you have to know you are only bound to yourself. So only you have to contend with yourself, your own thoughts, your realizations, what you think your future looks like and what you want it to be. With the King of Wands and Two of Wands, you're not believing in yourself enough to move through it. The Devil card is telling you that there is someone in your life that almost puts this trance. I mean, look at, it's like, come here. But they're so chaotic. And especially those people that you meet that are highly tatted, they're coming from past lives with a lot of pain. And usually they tend to have more of a chaotic feel about them. You are drawn to them for a specific reason. So maybe in a past life, you had a creative energy that was squashed by someone that's similar to what you're dealing with in this life today. So whoever that person is that's like drawing you in makes you feel like this. Makes you feel down, makes you feel like, gosh, how can I get out of this? I'm deserving of more, but I'm still drawn to them and being pulled into this relationship. So they have a hold on you, and subconsciously they're pulling you down to make themselves feel better. That's just energetically what happens, is that the other person always gets off, whether they even understand it or not. They always get off on the fact that when you're staying connected to them and tied to them, their understanding of that situation is that you wouldn't be here unless I'm worthy of it. Meaning that other person is saying, hey, she wouldn't or he wouldn't be with me unless I was incredible. So it like builds up their own really low self-worth. But you're so worthy and so much higher that it just drags you back down. And they get a kick out of it. Again, sometimes they don't even understand it because it's subconscious. Remember, our subconscious drives behavior. So just know, though, that you are, to end your reading with the Devil and Death and Rebirth, you are on the right path towards something really incredible. Your future is so bright. It's just a matter of getting rid of the cloak. The cloak is a cover. And it covers our emotions. It covers us in order to protect. So keep investing in yourself and other people who should be in your life, and let go of those that shouldn't be. Like if you don't see them in your future, if you really sit and think and really put yourself in even 2 years from now, what's that visual look like? Your future is so bright if you just take off the cloak. So lose the shield that's protecting you. And here's the key. Anyone that's in a relationship should never feel that they need to protect themselves at all. If you are feeling that you need to protect yourself emotionally and or physically in any relationship so you don't feel safe, that's another way of looking at it, you don't feel safe, then you need to ask yourself, what is best for me? What is going to take me? What momentum do I need behind me? And who do I need behind me in support so I can get to that next phase of my life? And your future is so bright. So just take off the cloak. You might need to get out of the relationship in order to do that and feel comfortable in doing that. That's okay. You might also take the path of, I want to take the cloak off and show this person that's dragging me down that I'm a different person now. I don't need to put up with those things. And that might be your way of gaining your power back and just pushing that away and not close to your heart anymore. You don't need, remember, you don't need to take care of anybody else but yourself in a relationship. A powerful relationship has two people that are individuals and are okay on their own. So again, if you do not feel safe or you don't feel like, and that could be emotionally safe, right? We tend to cloak ourselves and put up this wall when we don't feel safe with somebody. I remember in a past relationship, I used to feel safe in going out because I knew that that person was there to protect me, because it was almost like they're so protective that they would put up this like get away from me personality to everybody else around us so that we could be a solid family. But at the same time, my feeling was not feeling safe because of the fact of what's going to happen next. Who's he going to want to get into an argument with for making a comment to me about something? Whether it was about my physicality or, you know, if somebody's looking at me and then it's like this overprotection of, well, I don't want you to leave me. I don't want you to move on with somebody else. Nobody else should be looking at you. That was that feeling of unsafety. So it's like this kind of mind F of, well, wait a minute. He loves me so much. He's trying to protect. But the bottom line is, and the undercurrent of the situation is really the fact that he's so insecure with himself. That's how it comes across. And it's just not healthy. It's just not a healthy way to be. So my feelings of not feeling safe and insecure were so powerful to draw me out of that relationship so that I didn't feel like this anymore. And I was able to easily move on and just create a rebirth in my life. Because again, I need to just focus on me and take care of me. I can't be so worried about somebody else's actions that it interferes with my daily life. It just creates so much stress. So much stress. Needless stress. So this actually affects your sacral chakra, the peach aventurine. This is the I feel stone. I feel. Where do I want to focus my energy on? Vitality, determination, creativity. Where do I want to focus on in my life? What is best for me? What is best for me? And with this death and rebirth, gosh, your future is so bright. It's so beautiful. And believe it and know it. Believe in your heart. That's what you're deserving of. Thank you so much. This was your reading. I'm going to move on to number 2. Hello, pile number 2. Let's go ahead. You have the, so pretty, the crown chakra here. This is the amethyst. So pretty. Let's put it right here. Let's see what you have. The 5 of Pentacles, the Fool, the Chariot, the 5 of Cups, maybe taking you to places you don't want to be. Feeling of stuckness. Ace of Cups, 3 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. Okay. So let's see here. So the beginning of your reading, even centering your reading, there's so much worry in the first part of your reading here. Your survival pattern, like you want to hide yourself from the world and the pain, like you want to escape. You're withdrawn, and that's just the way that you deal with things, is that you're withdrawn from the world so that the world doesn't hurt anymore. That's the mentality behind it. But you don't know how to deal with it. So you stay in this confused state of mind. You tend to think, I don't know how I got here. I don't know how I got to this place. Why me? It's a rush of emotions that you have a hard time dealing with. Like this fast moving, you're just hit with so much and it becomes overwhelming. And if you're already confused about other things, then when newer things come into your life that are moving quickly and hit you, it's this feeling of cup runneth over. It's too much. So you go back to hiding. You go back to I just want to be left alone. I don't want anybody. I don't need anybody in my life. Just remember, with this rush of emotions and you having a hard time with it, of just where do I get to that next step? How do I move forward in just the first step to just get there, just get out of it? Remember, you always have the key to open that shut door in your life. So whatever's blocking you, you have the key to get out. She's wallowing in this pain, but there's the key behind and the lock. Hell, you know what? You don't even have to use the key and use it to get out of that. You can just go out the window, right? You have other choices. You have other things that will come to you if you have a calmer mind. And it's like, oh, I can go and deal with it that way. Go out the window. Don't even bother with the key and the lock. If it feels hard, it's okay. Don't even go that route. Go out the window. And most people won't even understand that you're going out the window, and that's okay too, because it's your journey. You're finding a different route. You're finding a different way to improve your life and make you feel better and know that you come first. There's always a way. There's always an answer. I believe that 1,000%. There's always a way and there's always an answer. It's just a matter of finding it and not assuming that it's going to be this needle in a haystack. Forget that. That's a stuck negative mentality. The mentality should be, oh my gosh, there are so many needles in this haystack and I see them because they're shiny and silver and they're literally just glistening. I can see them all perfectly because I'm calm and I'm approaching the situation in a different manner. You are a highly motivated person who tends to pay attention to others and learns through them or a new way of thinking. You don't always have to stay with the old. You don't always have to stay with any type of negative behavior or people in your life that are drawing you down or making you feel worthless. You're striving for this emotional stability. And with the Ace of Cups, you're getting it. This emotional, see how it's close to her heart too. This emotional stability. And it's just bright as all get out. It's just glowing and so inviting. Look at the energy of the swirl. And that you have it within you. You have it within your hands. It's in your hands. With this 3 of Wands and 4 of Wands, to end your reading with these two is incredible because they're in sync, right? They're in order. It's the order of the cards, 3 of Wands to the 4 of Wands. So as soon as you realize how incredible you are do you see the fire within? And the fact that everything is glowing in what she's looking out at. It's just barren water. She's in the bushes. She has, to carry something with you is confidence. So she has this confidence looking out into calmer waters and feeling prideful and knowing I love myself. So that you can get to this end of, with the 4 of Wands, see how you don't need the glitz and the glamour and that fast moving energy anymore. In other words, This is for people that need attention. This is for people that need a fire in their life because they feel dead without it. You are moving from a place that you don't need that anymore. You're creating with this 4. Remember, 4s are stability. You're creating a stable life through wants and needs that you know you're drawing to you so that you can celebrate, because this doesn't need to exist anymore. You don't need the attention and this type of approach to life, knowing that you're fine. You're okay. You're strong within. You can go through any battle logically with so much mindfulness behind it of what is the best way. If I do A, B, and C, I create this motion forward of not needing the spotlight to hit me for anything negative. If it hits me, it's for all these positive things. But I do not need the attention to feel alive. I don't need this attention to feel like I matter. You don't need it anymore. So you're just free. And life starts to flow. And it becomes super positive. And because it's more free, there's not that heaviness of trying to prove yourself all the time. And sometimes that negative energy and negative attention seeps in to our mind. And it's like, oh, wait, I need this. In other words, it becomes that routine of, I need this in order to survive. No, you don't. You don't need to have any type of negative attention to thrive. And those are things that we're taught in past lives. We're taught those things as children. It's like that reinforcement of how we're supposed to live and what we're supposed to be like emotionally. And we're taught as a kid, especially when our parents pull out the camera and take video and all that you're supposed to be lively. You're put on. You're putting on a show. That's not what life is all about. So you're meandering through negative baggage to get to a place that is of peace and building that strong foundation. And this is incredible. This is all positive. To end with the 4 of Wands. The Wands are like you're guiding your life. And the 4 is stability. So beautiful. Thank you so much for being with me. I'm moving on to number 3. Hello, pile number 3. You have, this is the 3rd eye, the Blue Aventurine. It encourages speaking your mind. So let's see what happens here. What do you have? The Temperance card. I mean, that fits with that Blue Aventurine. Balance, speaking your mind. The Temperance card, the Wheel, 4 of Cups, 7 of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Moon. Oh yeah, you got the extra cards. 9 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Hermit. You are finding and going to find your way quickly. So there's the negative and the positive. So like an old life and a new life. A new way of doing things versus the old. You're hitting this turning point in your life. You see the dice around her neck. So here's the old life, new life. This energy wants to flow in the wings here with spirit being right behind you with guidance. But you see the dice around her neck. You know, it symbolizes that she doesn't know what the next step is. In other words, when you roll that dice, you don't know what numbers are going to come up. It's all It's all kind of a energetic, throw it out there, what's happening next in my life with the dice there. That's what that symbolizes. So you also have this angelic energy and then negative energy that you're releasing. But you're on top of the clouds. You're on top of subconscious things that you need to work through. All these different things that we pull in this life from past lives, that the repetitive behaviors. But the positive thing, you're letting go of the negative stuff to gain that angelic, positive movement forward in life. So that black and white energy is just trying to balance itself, release and balance itself, to allow freedom in. Because once you energetically let those things go, freedom reigns, freedom comes naturally. You want different experiences in life. You want to find the rainbow. You want those things that are incredible, that draw life into your life. Like that rainbow that just symbolizes those 7 different layers, those 7 colors of shades of color, that this can be positive. I'm moving from the negative. I'm moving from the darker shades on up. You want these different experiences. You know, trees are physical and spiritual nourishment. So you have protection all around you, which is incredible. You're not alone. You have protection. You're very protected, okay? So protection from haters, protection from anything negative. It might seem like there's some negative things happening right now, but you're getting rid of those things and you're going for the rainbow. So continue with your purpose, continue with your mission in life, keep moving forward. Don't worry or focus on the challenges that might hit you. Keep moving forward. You're almost there. With the 9 of Cups, see this treasure, and I mean just this exuberance of light. You are almost there, where you've almost let go of everything to get to that positive place of, hey, life is easier. You're almost there. With the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, she's everything. She's just kind and sweet and loving, and her energy is protected, and there's wealth involved too. Wealth can mean all kinds of different things. It doesn't have to mean just that physical dollar, that physical, 10 cents, quarter, that type of thing. The Pentacles represents this wealth of life, this wealth of information, this positive energy moving forward, and that you are protected. And, which is so cool, how I pointed out about trees. She's got this tree over her. She literally has branches from her head, and she's covered in green. Even her eyeshadow is green. It's pretty amazing. That usually symbolizes too your heart chakra when you're covered in green like this. So she's at peace. When your heart is at peace, meaning you're emotionally stable, you're at peace. Nothing can penetrate that's negative. So you're almost there. That's amazing. You're almost there. So keep healing. Keep that spiritual growth ahead of you. Know that you're protected, that they are sending you love and kindness and a direction. And you're no longer going to feel like you're in this fog. You're no longer going to feel like, what's happening around me? The confusion falls. The steps forward are clear. You're lit up inside with just such peace and understanding of your life, which is, oh my gosh, what a lovely feeling to feel like, oh, I get life. I get why I'm here. I get my next step. I get what I look like in 5 years, or what my life symbolizes or looks like, and who's in my life. to have such beauty in your life, in your future. So you're almost there with this 9 of Cups. Cups are all emotions, and the 9 is almost at that 10, and 10 is that highest mark, the highest marker in the deck. And usually the highest marker in the deck would be the end of something and the beginning of something else. So you're almost there. This treasure box, this treasure trove of feeling good is coming. And you might be getting an inkling of it already. So you're almost there. Keep moving forward. The universe wants to reward you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, did I mention that the Blue Adventurine is about, yes, I did, about speaking one's mind. So that's how you're going to get there, guys. You're going to speak your mind and be at peace. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you again. Blessings to you. Love sent to you. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.